So about 2 seasons ago, Adidas decided to revive the Predator range. And from what we can see here with the Predator 18 and 19 series, they're actually pretty far from what the fans want a Predator to be. Those rubber striking elements and the really aggressive design are nowhere to be seen on these Predator models. So Adidas actually ended up listening to the Predator fans and came up with a new design that replaced these. And now we have this monster right here. So if you guys want to check out the Adidas Predator Mutator 20 Plus, make sure you keep watching. Hey, what's going on guys? This is YJ Football. Welcome to our channel. My name is Yaz, and like I said, today we have the Predator Mutator 20 Plus. It's an amazing looking boot, and I'm sure you guys have already seen the videos on the internet and the players wearing them. I'm a bit late with my unboxing video. Perks of living in New Zealand, I suppose. The first thing I can say is this box is massive. It's a lot bigger, as you can probably tell from average football boot boxes. And the design around it is super cool. You can see all like these little shards or spikes all across the box, all on the front there, along the sides, and on the top you have Predator and the traditional Predator logo, which is really exciting me. And on the front you have the Adidas logo there, Predator Mutator 20 Plus. So cool. There's nothing else on the box except for that. So before we get into this unboxing video, I just want to ask you guys to please subscribe and turn on notifications so that you don't miss out on any of our future unboxing and football content. Thanks guys. All right, let's check these out. So lifting this tab here. Oh, whoa. They actually lift out of the box. So you can see they lift out of the box. That's amazing packaging. That is very cool. And here are Predator Mutator 20 Plus. That looks insanely good. How do I even describe this? It's very unique and it's unlike any other football boot I've seen or unboxed on this channel. Let's get the other shoe out. Wow, that is really cool. Oh, and you do get string bag as well, and it is the traditional Adidas kind of mesh string bag, but as you can see, it's got a Predator logo right there, and it is in red, unlike the usual black bags we've become used to seeing. You do get a shoehorn, which is pretty common with every Adidas laceless football boot. But what a cool box. They actually lift the shoe out of the box and just creates that effect. That is what I call premium. Good job, Adidas. And here are what you came to see. And as you can see, they're very cool looking football boots. I love the silhouette, and yeah, the collar is insanely high. Look at that. In terms of looks, they look pure evil, if that's one word to describe it. They look very aggressive, they look strong, they look dangerous, all of the above. How to Train Your Dragon, stuff like that. Very cool. So if you're into any sort of dragon, reptile type stuff, I think that's what this sort of bases off. I don't know if you can hear the... That's how rough they are. All the spikes. I think there's 406 spikes per shoe. Other than the spikes, which is the first thing you notice, and put your hand across. It's really fun to move your hand across this, I'm not gonna lie. I do love the kind of bleeding red across the upper into black. So the red color here sort of has like a digital camo kind of effect that fades and blends into the black towards the back of the shoe. What I really like is the positioning that it has stripes as well. You've got the white that stands out nicely on the red and black. So the upper on the Predator 20 Plus and 20.1 are all made from Adidas Prime Knit, which is their knit technology. It's pretty common to see all the major football boot brands incorporate some sort of knit in their football boot, and Prime Knit has been quite successful with the Predator and Ace ranges in the previous seasons. So I'm not surprised to see Adidas use it with the Predator 20 Plus as well. They fit real nice and they feel really good on feet as well. And the combination of Prime Knit followed by this kind of thicker layer on top as well as the spikes is called the Demonskin. What a cool name to call an upper, and you've got a branding for that over here on this side, so you can see it better on this shoe here. Demonskin, so you can see the branding for that. And these just look dangerous. They look very deadly. Imagine getting kicked in the face with these. That would not be fun. Demonskin spikes are very grippy, and this is what a lot of Predator fans have been craving. So the overall review of these, overall consensus has been that these are exactly what people have been wanting for a long time. So good job Adidas in getting these out. These are amazing. Moving across the upper, you can see that there's some exposed prime knits along the collar and the tongue. And the tongue sort of has like a red layer underneath the black mesh prime knit layer on top, which is quite cool. So when you stretch it, you can see more of the red layer underneath. Really cool effect. And the collar, like I said, is way taller than most other football boots we've seen. And this is the tallest Adidas football boot, I think, other than that weird concept that basically covers your whole leg. And Adidas do claim that having a taller collar does improve your fit and lockdown in the heel area, but I still think that it's going to be very subjective. It's just going to depend totally on personal preference if you like having a collar around your ankle, or if you do still prefer the traditional low cut model. So if you're interested in grabbing a low pair, you can get a Predator in low, or you can get the Laceless with a high cut, or you can get a 20.1 in a mid cut as well. So you do have a lot of options, and it seems like Adidas are really catering for everyone. And the Predator are probably one of the most popular, if not the most popular, apart from maybe Nike Mercurial's, football boot in the world. And in terms of the lockdown, as you can see, this is a laceless boot, and they sort of use the same exact type of lockdown technology as the previous Predator 18 and 19 plus. So it's basically the stretchy prime knit material at the top that stretches just enough to get your foot in, and once your foot is in, it sort of locks down and is tight enough to keep your foot decently secure in the football boot. I'd say most laceless boots offer a good lockdown, not an amazing lockdown. They're not nearly the same as laces, but they do a decent job, and some players do prefer wearing the laceless version over the laced. So it's totally up to you which one you pick, and let me know in the comments below if you prefer the laced Predators, Predator 20.1s, or if you want the laceless 20 plus. And looking at the heel, you can see how tall the collar is here, especially. It's quite a weird looking design in my opinion, and they've got like a thicker layer of prime knit where the main collar area kind of stitches together, and you can see an Adidas logo on top in red and a traditional old school Predator logo right on the back here in rubber, and it does have sort of like some of the spiky texture on the back as well, which is quite cool. And flipping these down, you have the sole plate, and that's a really good looking sole plate. I feel like it's one of the coolest sole plates we've seen so far in 2020. The main thing here is that they've still called it the control frame, and you can see a bit of branding on the back there. And the basic stud pattern is the same, but what they've actually done is gone for more of a bladed, more aggressive stud shape. And the triangular kind of studs that we saw on the old Predator generations are now more bladed, more aggressive and sharp. They're more sleek, especially these back studs here. And you sort of got like a weird asymmetrical kind of shape throughout these 6 studs on the forefoot, and you do have one diamond stud in the middle. Pretty cool sole plate, and as you can tell, they're also split design, so which makes this one of the few football boots out there that have a split sole plate, like the Adidas Nemesis and Nike Mercurial range. 2 really cool aesthetics about this sole plate, one being the obvious wearable finish applied to that heel portion of the shoe. It looks very cool, and it does have a sticker that tells you that it will wear off over time. So Adidas always puts a sticker on when there's a wearable sole plate finish. And the other aesthetic we see on the sole plate is on the forefoot here. You can see that there's sort of like a clear plate, but it combines the kind of black and red digital camo into the sole plate, which looks really cool. And the other tag we have here basically talks about the rubber fins on the boots, the Demonskin upper. So it says, through use, the rubber on this product will naturally wear over time. I guess it's sort of like a disclaimer, because these rubber fins and spikes on the Demonskin upper won't stay the same shape, or won't stay on even probably the more you plane them. So just a little disclaimer for that. To wrap up this unboxing video, these are such an amazing, unique design. I'm so impressed with what Adidas have done. They could have easily gone and just slapped on some rubber padding on the top, called it a rubber element, striking element, and then just done with it, satisfy some fans. But instead they go all out, think outside the box, and create this amazing thing we see here with the Demonskin upper. I just get dragon kind of beast kind of vibes from the boot, and it's something very unusual, something very cool, and I just appreciate that it's not something we see every day in the football boot world. So let me know what you guys think. Is the Predator Mutator a boot that you'd be willing to check out? Would you go for the laceless 20 plus like I've got here? Or would you go for the lace 20.1 or the 20.1 low, which also looks really cool? And I'll be doing a playtest of these soon as well, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe by clicking on the big YJ Football logo over here, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.